Ryan Parker cut his coaching teeth right here in the Tri-States as an assistant coach at Culver Stockton to Brad Hoyt. At the high school level, he led Ellsbury to a Final Four appearance. And just back in 2019, he brought his powerhouse Oskaloosa, Iowa ball club down to Blue Devil Gym for the Quincy Shootout. And you might have noticed, if you know Ryan, at the time, he neither looked nor seemed to be his usual self.
Extreme fatigue was one of the big things. I'd go home from work at 3:30 and take about an hour nap. I wouldn't want to go out and play catch with my kids or basketball in the driveway with my kids. Just I was so fatigued and worn out. And my appetite, the taste was gone. It's really amazing what your kidneys do compared to what really people think they do.
The outside world saw Ryan Parker fashioning back-to-back title game appearances and a 2019 Iowa State Championship at Oskaloosa High School. Not a man deeply at risk.
Really, for me, during that whole process, even a regular season game, it was like a reprieve. It was like an hour and a half to 2 hour reprieve from feeling like dog crap. You look back on it, and if you see some video of that game or that season, and you look at me now, you really can tell that I wasn't feeling the greatest. I went to a doctor's appointment, and that was when they really told me I really need to start looking for a donor at that time. And they said, you know, the donor wait list, if you can't find one that will help you out, is anywhere between 5 to 10 years.
Yet here we are, less than a year removed from Oski's trophy hoist, and Ryan Parker has his new kidney, putting basketball on hold back in January to receive the gift of life from a donor who could not have been less likely or more selfless.
Dusty was my wife's college roommate, and I don't know if that's like, you know, meant to be type stuff, but she's a single mom of two, you know, and when she first told me she was getting tested, I didn't really want her to get tested because there was a lot of stuff that can go on, and I don't want her boys, you know, to not have a mom or anything like that. And but she's like, you got 3 young kids of yourself, and I really, you know, I want you to be back to the Ryan I knew, and, you know, I've known her since 2000. And it's remarkable that the match happens like that because, like I said, it's usually a close, you know, family member that has that kind of match. And it was as close to a match as you could get, like 99% with a few different antibodies that didn't really match up, but they said it's about as close as you can get. Her mom died of cancer when she was in college, or when Dusty was in college. And during the autopsy or whatever went on, her treatment, they found out that she had 1 kidney. She was born with 1 kidney. And so for Dusty's thing, she saw that her mom could live with 1 kidney. And so it proved to her that, you know, if I give one of mine up, I can live with 1 kidney.
How are you feeling now, Ryan?
I'm like light years better. And I joke with people, it must be that female kidney. You know, it has to be something. And my wife would agree with me, and some of my coworkers, you know, it's the woman power. And I joke with a lot of people that I'm like 5% female now or something like that. So, but I feel so much better. I mean, it's like night and day, you know, and my appetite's better. I mean, it's just, I can't even explain it. And people are you 100%? I don't know, because I can't remember what 100% felt like.
I saw yesterday you won the Courage Award in the Des Moines Register. That's a really cool back end to this story. And you're not about that kind of stuff, but that has to, you know, just to fight back that way and to get to where you want to be as a dad and a coach, a teacher, and an educator. You've come a long way, my friend.
Yeah, so I just completed my 12th year as a head coach, and you know, and like you said, I gave it up after this year, and not because, you know, we weren't going to be any good next year, or Xavier Foster moved on to Iowa State or anything like that. You know, it was a real complete eye opener for me, this whole process. You know, family. You know, if you read my my tweet last night, I'm sure you did. Is I ended it with, you know, please consider being an organ donor. And it could save somebody's life. And it's really the honest truth, because you're seeing it right now. And now I could have went on dialysis for 10 years or whatever that is, and wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive 45 minutes to start dialysis for 4 hours and drive back, you know. But essentially, she gave me a new look on life.